Hi guys, and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. So today's episode is story time. I'm going to be speaking off the cuff. 1, 2, I'm going to be a bit more vulnerable and sharing with you all some of the thoughts that have been percolating in my mind. By the way, I love the word percolating. It's so percolating. But I'll be speaking around 3 things. So the first one is around goals and plans. The second is around self-confidence. And the third is around self-awareness versus self-acceptance. So I know it's the beginning of the second quarter, and I'm sure many of us, myself included, have been doing quarter audits. So you're looking at the past quarter, looking at your goals, the milestones that you set, and if you've accomplished them and what needs to change, etc. So for me, I had milestones, goals, everything planned for the first quarter. And I think all I managed to accomplish was one thing. And it has got me feeling frustrated. I have been very angry, very disappointed in myself. And it wasn't because of lack of trying or effort or hard work. Maybe in some instances, yes. But for the majority, it wasn't that. But yet, everything I planned, nothing came to pass. And also, I was wondering the other day, did people in the Bible have like goals? Did they take them the way we take them in our society now? I mean, were they thinking like in first quarter, I'm going to walk 20 miles in the desert? These are just my crazy thoughts. But it got me thinking around how we are so attached and how we take such seriousness to goals. I mean, are we even able to say, I don't know, in our society? I don't think so. I mean, the first time around, somebody asks you, what's your life plan, for example? And you can say, well, I'm still trying to figure it out, etc. And they might give you leeway. But the second time around, it just seems that you're not serious with life. And so that's the space I'm in, trying to figure out, or this whole letting go and surrendering process to God hasn't been very easy for me. I didn't realize I like control. I would never have thought that I'm that kind of a person, but I'm realizing that I am. And so I think God has been testing me this past quarter to say, Akuna, you have your plans, but I have ones that are greater than you, so let me be. And being able to say that to somebody is daunting and requires courage, because then what is this faith thing? You're not serious. You must do, and then God does, which is true. But sometimes his plan is just to work on you, on the woman you're becoming, as opposed to what you're going to do next. So that's the first thing. The second thing is around my self-confidence. For a long time, I realized that I've been relying on my own strength, my own talents, my own gifts. And the minute those are challenged, everything crumbles, because I'm relying on my own strength. And that happened to me this quarter. Now I'm realizing that I can't rely on my own strength. The one who created me, the one who gave me the gifts, that's my source of confidence. No one else, not even me. So that was tested again this quarter. The other thing that was tested again this quarter was around self-acceptance. So for the past 2 years, I've become very self-aware. But what self-awareness does is it brings everything to the surface, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything else in between. But self-acceptance is knowing that you're loved in spite of all of that. And that was a very hard pill to swallow, because I'm my own biggest critic, I know I'm good at this, but then I'm also not good at this. But, let me try and cover it up. Let me find a way to shape it so maybe I will be loved more. And God was like, no, my child, I love you in spite of all of that. And I think the book that I'm reading has helped me see that more clearly. It's a book by Marianne Williamson called A Return to Love. A friend of mine recommended it. Thank you, Zani. It has been the most life-changing book so far, honestly, because it's helped me realize what love is, what God's love for us is. And because of that love, we're able to love others, and what it means to love another. I feel like I'm shedding a skin as I'm reading this book. And actually this past quarter, it feels like I'm being stripped of something, and it's painful as hell. My goodness, it is extremely painful. But I sort of understand why. I understand that I've always been a believer in preparation, and I believe that God is preparing me. And he's molding me to the kind of woman he wants me to be. And so this episode is really to be encouragement for those out there who might be going through something similar. Don't lose hope. It's hard, I know, trust me, I'm there. But I see the people around me, and I see God's hand on their lives, and it gives me hope that he's working in mine. And so that's pretty much it. catch us next Wednesday. Cheers and God bless.